Sonic Boom vs. WWE 2K15. Sonic Boom, Rise of Lyric is heavily criticized for being unpolished, full of giant bugs, has terrible music, and that the fact that it does not feel like a Sonic game. WWE 2K15 is heavily criticized for being unpolished, full of giant bugs, has terrible music, and that there are very many features that have been taken out of the game compared to 2K14. People say that is a horrendous game, while I actually accept the game for what it is. First of all, this is not a typical Sonic game. It ties into the new animated series on Cartoon Network. Second, it's aimed at kids and fans of that said show. So I can see why the graphics might not be up to par compared with Mario Kart or Super Smash Bros., because it's supposed to look the way the cartoon looks. Regarding the blend gameplay, regarding the glitches, it's not really a big problem. If you happen to be running to an objective like you normally would and all of a sudden you fall through the floor or something, then yes, that is pretty concerning. But if you're just fumbling around and just looking for glitches and just happen to clip through walls, that isn't really to complain about because that wasn't what you were even supposed to do in the first place. The same can be said about that infinite jump glitch with Knuckles. It's supposed to be different from a typical Sonic game, and that's okay. It's not the same exact game from the past 4 years. So I don't see why people would rate the game so poorly because it's different like it's supposed to be. Does it have mistakes? Absolutely. But if it's really intended to be a spin-off game for a younger demographic, they're not going to complain about bugs and bad graphics. If they really enjoy the show on TV, they won't be frustrated about the game. Meanwhile, WWE 2K15 has several different problems in both current and last-gen versions. If you own the last-gen version and want to try the current-gen version, you're not missing out on much. In both versions, the roster is significantly smaller compared to last year. They removed several games modes such as Create a Finisher and Story Designer, and got rid of all the custom entrance animations. Replaced with nothing. And there are still several bugs present that were failed to be taken care of in previous years. For instance, some created content and community creations may disappear. For the last-gen version, you can save replays. But for the current-gen version, you can't create custom divas, no custom titles, no custom arenas. The ring is significantly smaller, and a lot of the match types have been removed. Replaced with nothing. Also for current-gen, the amount of wrestlers you can create has been reduced from 100 to 25. This game still is rated better over Sonic Boom. Why? 2K had one job, and that was to expand the game. Instead, this feels like half a game that is far too overpriced from what it is actually worth. $60 for a half-finished game is a crime. It is even more of a kick in the balls that they make you spend $25 more just to get Paige. And even after spending $25 on a season pass, there are even more DLC packs that are excluded from the season pass that you still have to pay for, so that is nearly $100 for an unfinished game with all the DLC, and even with all of that, it won't even feel like a complete game. So with that said, I don't understand how Sonic Boom can get 2s and 3s while WWE 2K15 can get 5s and 6s when Sonic Boom is an allegedly better game than WWE. Sonic Boom was never intended to be a highly anticipated title. They didn't really make promises that they failed to deliver. What you saw in the trailers is close to how it is in the game. It was never hyped up to be this epic game like Sonic 06 was. WWE 2K15 on the other hand practically lied on multiple counts during development of the game. They said that, quote, 2K15 includes 5 times more new animations than any WWE game before. Really now? Any new entrance animations? Nope. Story designer? Nope. How about any new double team moves? Oh, nope. Second, they promised a second part of their so-called roster reveal. Nope. Turns out everybody in the game was already announced during the SummerSlam event. The roster was greatly downgraded and they were dishonest about that. Third, they said, quote, the best commentary featured in a WWE game to date, with more than 5 times the lines recorded than any other year. This is a complete understatement. My first matching, and in a 5-second span, Lawler says, look at this move Cole. 3 times. Funny too, because one of the wrestlers in the game is Bad News Barrett, and he's been known as that since last December. They still call him Wade Barrett. How can commentary be great when it's almost a year behind times? Many other name changes go unrecognized. If the voices in Sonic Boom are bad and the characters don't shut up, WWE 2K15 may be 100 times as bad. Music. Sonic Boom's music has lame ambient tones that don't fit with the game. WWE 2K15 can't be any better, right? Unless you're a fan of Florida Georgia Line, Flo Rida, and other overrated artists that 2K throws money at. For what it's worth, Sonic Boom is nothing to really whine about. It's a spin-off, and a majority of their developer, Big Red Button, for some reason was let go during development. WWE 2K15 is a major downgrade from previous games.